The rising homicide rate has placed the issue of gun violence in the spotlight, stirring passionate debate on the manner the courts handle these cases. On the heels of the fatal shooting of a Bize resident this week, Housing Minister Richard Frederick has called for harsher fines and penalties for persons charged with firearm offences. He thinks police morale and public confidence in the criminal justice system has been undermined by lenient sentences for gun charges.
You cannot have a police officer who places his life at risk, pursues a man who's armed, catches that man, and then the following day that man is out on $1,000 or $2,000 bail. That in itself deflates the police officer, and he loses every bit of interest in quelling the situation.
Some members of the public contend bail for gun crimes should be waived completely. Human rights groups counter the abolition of bail would be unconstitutional. Opposition leader and constitutional lawyer Dr. Kenny Anthony, who strengthened gun laws during his tenure as Prime Minister, admits eliminating bail altogether is a dicey issue.
I recall that the St.Lucia Labour Party had passed legislation to deny bail in respect of certain offences, and the court ruled against the provisions that allowed bail to be waived in circumstances where persons were accused of particular crimes. The trouble is that I don't think it's going to meet constitutional scrutiny.
Dr. Anthony says the solution does not lie in denying bail, but persuading the magistrates and judges to take a firmer line in the nation's courts. He admits prosecutors have their work cut out for them.
I believe that when magistrates and judges grant bail, and the prosecution feels that the bail is far too low or far too lenient, they should begin to appeal so they can get authoritative guidance from the Court of Appeal on these matters.
Successive governments have enacted stiffer gun laws with maximum sentences of 7 years and fines up to $100,000. However, although Section 24(4) of the Criminal Code states that anyone caught with an unlicensed firearm is liable to no less than a $10,000 fine or 3 years in prison, magistrates are empowered to do otherwise. Ultimately, the punishment for such crimes lies with the discretion of a magistrate or a judge. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News, Channel 4.